Week 2's in the books. Another week of football. Another week of heartache.
Yeah.
There's some stress levels, a little bit of anxiety.
All of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some excitement.
Oh, yeah.
For a few players.
Yeah.
Not the players you were expecting, probably.
No, a couple of hidden gems
There's some surprises out there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Next episode of Fantasy Headliners. Coming at you with the week 3 now.
Man.
Week 3 waiver wire.
Slow down. The weeks are going
I
by.
know. We wait for it so long, and all of a sudden 2 weeks are gone, and we're like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah.
But no, there's a lot of good names out there. Mm-hmm. Some names out there that you didn't listen to us from last week.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That just happened. Again.
Hey.
But that's all right. We're just going to keep on rolling with it.
All day.
Like I said, there are a few names on this list that were on there last week.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to keep talking about the same people. Mm-hmm. It makes editing a little bit easier because I already got their player cards and everything ready.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe you'll listen to us this week.
Well, and I think we need to add some type of audio. I don't know if it'd be kind of pompous to say.
Pompous, word of the day.
Yeah, I like that. To say "I told you so," or a little horn, just so we can toot it. But
yep. I mean, the first name that comes to mind that we told everybody last week to go pick up for me.
Yeah,
it stands out anyway. Was Chris Thompson?
Yeah,
running back.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess he's technically a running back, more of a receiver for the Redskins. I mean, that dude went absolutely crazy this week.
Man, he went bananas.
Yeah, a huge week for Chris Thompson. Mm-hmm. Rob Kelly went out with a rib injury. Mm-hmm. Don't know yet how long that's gonna be, but the longer he's out, the more it speaks for Chris Thompson.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the more he'll be involved.
Yeah. He looked really well, man. And then it's kind of like it's leaning towards what the NFL is going towards, that hybrid type of receiving back, with like your Le'Veons and David Johnson. So Chris Thompson's right in there. I'm not trying to compare him to those guys, but just the style.
Yep.
That's what a lot of teams are looking at now.
Yep. And he's going to be involved, like you said, both running and receiving.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's been like that for 2 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's kind of. Everybody looks at the initial box score and they say, "Oh, he only had 5 rushes."
Right.
Well, they don't see the 6 catches for 130. You know what I mean? They just see the 5 rushing. Like, oh, well, he's not very involved.
Yeah.
Dude is involved.
Oh yeah.
Dude's going to be more involved if Rob Kelly's hurt,
and especially if Terrell doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, Terrell's got all the talent in the world.
Man,
it just doesn't seem like they're meshed yet.
Yeah. It's going to take.
It's going to come.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody who's got Terrell Pryor out there, be patient.
Yeah.
Just be patient. I mean, I know you probably spent a 3rd, 4th round pick on him, but just be patient.
Yeah, just hold on.
Or trade him to me, and I'll be patient.
All right.
Lots of injuries happened this week. We're talking about, Terrell Pryor and being patient. And there's some people out there that are panicking, I know.
Yeah.
The Jordy Nelson owners, the Randall Cobb owners, who knows what's going on in Green Bay. Mm. I mean, myself as a Jordy owner, watching the game last night, had a little bit of a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I mean, I pouted for a little bit.
Tad bit.
The first couple series, I'm like, is Jordy not playing? And then coming to find out he wasn't playing. And then it's like instant tears.
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray tweaked his hamstring. Derrick Henry come out there looking like an all-pro.
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray may want to get healthy pretty quick.
Pretty fast. Yeah. That young buck back there is he's ready to take that job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He wants that job.
Yeah.
And he may not let go of it once he gets it.
Exactly.
Other people we got to look at here to replace in the waiver wires, Greg Olsen, tight end. I feel for Greg Olsen. That's an overall good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, when watching the post-game, interview with him, I mean, you could tell he was emotional about it.
Yeah.
It's his first time he's missed a game, I think, since his rookie year, 2007.
Dude.
So, I mean, he's a dude used to playing through pain.
He's like the AC Green of football.
Yeah. Something like that.
You don't always got to throw him a Lakers.
You got to throw a Lakers thing in there every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
The New England revolving door of injuries continued. I mean, Chris Hogan was banged up at the end of the game. Gronk tweaked his groin muscle towards the middle of the game. Philip Dorsett. I mean, I can go on and on and on. They're going to be struggling here.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a ton of weapons. I remember at the beginning of the year talking about how is anybody going to stop all these weapons? And now all of a sudden you look down, not so many weapons.
But, you can look at it on the flip side. It may get a lot easier as far as selecting who you're going to play.
Yeah. They ain't going to have so many.
Exactly.
I would tell everybody, depending on injuries and what comes out later in the week, James White, definite start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definite start, James White.
Yeah.
Burkhead was banged up there towards at the end of the game also. So Gillislee probably this week.
Yeah.
I mean, we field a lot of questions on Twitter about starting New England backs, and I think we both always usually say, I'm wary of any New England running back because I don't want to have to deal with that headache of whose week is it going to be.
Right.
Well, now the options are getting smaller. So now, depending on what comes out from the injury report this week with all these receivers, you can probably start the running backs.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be involved. They don't have anybody else to be involved.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to eventually have to start getting people out of the stands. Probably that Bud Light guy. Remember that commercial?
But you know what? He'd probably end up producing on the Patriots.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it.
It doesn't matter who they have. Hey. They end up producing.
Thomas Brady's a bad boy.
That's right. But yeah, lots of injuries. We'll cover a little bit more of them. A few people go out there and target on waivers. We already talked about Chris Thompson. I know who number one on your list is. You've been preaching about this guy for a couple weeks.
Yes.
Even before he even had an opportunity.
Yeah.
You're preaching this boy. And I think a lot of people got to see it this weekend of what he's capable of for the first time.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that'd be Mr. Chris Carson. You know, I tell you, man, this guy, like I said, he's like a downhill runner for sure.
And he's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, the guy, he's a specimen. And what I like about it is because, just like you stated, you know, in previous episodes, the line is struggling, to say the least, but he makes do with what, you know, he has. And it's already been shown. Rawls, Procise, and Fat Lacey can't get the job done. So if they, sorry, Lacey, had to throw it in there. But if they can actually start to, if Chris Carson is performing like he is now, behind that, you know, piece together offensive line, if they can start to put it together in the weeks to come, man, the dude's gonna be awesome.
He is, and I think people are gonna start comparing him to Lynch.
Right.
He's similar style runner.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll get the production that Lynch got in the past. And I think people need to look past that as saying, hey, this is automatically a top 10 running back.
Right.
Potential, yes.
Yes.
But like you said, with that offensive line, it's not a guarantee. What you saw yesterday, 20 carries for almost 100 yards.
Yeah.
That's probably right around what you're going to get.
Oh, yeah,
with Carson. You're not going to be getting the 130 and 2 touchdown games.
No.
It's just a different team. You know what I mean? So don't look at Chris Carson and assume he's Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
Because he looks like Marshawn Lynch, you know, running wise. He's gonna be solid. He'll produce. He's just not gonna be what Lynch was 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is if he's still available, I think it's in the high 60s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right around 65, something like that.
Now, but if you can swing a trade or, you know, get lucky enough to actually pick him up in waivers this week, I would do it, especially if you're a DJ owner or you're struggling at RB. You know, his ceiling is so high. So, I mean, to me, he's one of the best options out there that's going to get that workload. Procise is still going to come in occasionally, but this is his backfield to lose now.
Going forward, you're right. It is his. What he does with it is, you know, still up for debate. But I think he's the most solid one in that backfield. He's probably the only one in the backfield. I mean, I was going to say other than Procise, but even Procise, like you said, not doing a whole lot.
No.
There's better options. I'd rather start, you know how we talked about Chris Thompson before. I'd rather start a Chris Thompson than a CJ Procise.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and another name in Washington, now that I'm thinking about it too, if depending on Kelly's rib injury. All that preseason hype about Samaje Perine.
Right.
He's going to get an opportunity now too.
Yes.
He got 21 carries. I think he only averaged like 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just the first real action that he's gotten and he just couldn't find running room or if he just wasn't ready.
Right.
It's too early to tell. If Kelly misses time, he's going to get another chance. Maybe if he gets another full week of practice with the ones, it'll get to the point where he's more confident.
Yeah.
He's got the ability. He just right now hasn't shown to me enough where I'd rather not start Chris Thompson over him.
Right. No.
I mean, Chris Thompson's going to get less touches, but he does more with what he gets.
Yeah, if you're looking on the waiver and you see these two names, of course, Chris Thompson is probably the better first option, especially if Kelly does miss some extended time. But Samaje is somebody you may want to just click the little watch button just to see how he how he progresses. Because again, just like you said, he is a rookie. He's still trying to learn and develop in that offense. But it could be one of those 1-2 punches. If Kelly does miss an extended amount of time, Samaje could end up being that first, second down back, and then Chris Thompson comes in third downs. But yeah, again, if I had to choose between the two, it would definitely be Chris Thompson.
Yep, and it's too bad because Kelly was running good before he got hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, he was coming out there looking like Fat Rob last year,
right?
Having a couple, big runs, looked explosive, hard tackle, but. I mean, it's how it works out. Samaje could be the same type of bag.
Yeah, and if you got him and you've got room to, speaking of Fat Rob, if you got him on your bench, just hold out, for a week or so just to see what happens. Or, if they say it's going to be an, extended amount of time, then I would drop him. Yeah. But if you drop him too soon, you might want to.
Yeah, wait to find out what his prognosis is first before you do anything with him because he is. If he misses 1 or 2 weeks, that's still his job.
Oh, yeah.
Samaje is not going to take his job in that amount of time. No. This kid's going to have to come out and rush for $125 and 1 or 2 touchdowns a week to take his job, and it's probably not going to happen right off the bat.
Well, and then they still have questions about his pass protection. He's still leery about that, and if Kirk Cousins is always picking himself up off the ground, it's not a good thing.
Not a good thing. One thing, too, it's from the Thursday night game, and before I want to put it out there for people to go at him, I want to get your opinion on him. Foreman.
Yeah.
Of the Texans.
Yes.
He didn't do anything flashy.
No.
But he was more involved. Lamar Miller, to a lot of people, are like, what's wrong with Lamar Miller? He's on pace for 1,400 total yards this year.
Right.
So he's producing. He's not getting 100-yard games. He's getting 100-yard combined yards between passing and receiving.
Yeah.
But he's not getting the big rushing stats. And a lot of people are starting to fall off the bandwagon. Is it because Foreman's taking more work, or is it because Miller's really not that good?
I think it's a little bit of both, honestly. Maybe 50-50 as far as that's concerned. But the production side of it is got a lot to do with the quarterback, I think. I like the rookie, but he is that. You know what I mean? So if the offense is not clicking, Lamar Miller is not going to be able to be as productive as he should be because, if they're behind, they're not going to keep running the ball. So I think a lot of that has to come into play. But then again, Foreman he's pretty good.
He's good. He's a good back. I don't know if he's 20 carries a game good yet.
Right.
But I think even if they were to take Lamar out and put in Foreman, he's going to get the similar type of numbers.
Yeah.
I don't think Miller's doing anything bad.
No.
He's just not doing anything flashy.
No.
People expect more from Lamar Miller than they do Foreman.
And I think that's the thing. The expectation of him coming in to Houston, speaking of Miller, was so big.
Yeah, because he never got the chance in Miami. So everybody's like, he's going to come here and get 20 carries a game and blow the doors off the place. And
it just never
he's
panned
not going
out.
to.
No.
He's going to be a consistent running back. He's not going to go out and he'll have good games every once in a while.
Yeah.
But what you're seeing these first 2 games of the year is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily bad. It's just not RB1.
No.
You draft him as an RB1. You expect him to be an RB1. He's more of an RB2.
If they ever get that offense clicking, because the defense is good enough to, maintain that pace. So if they've got a lead, then they'll start just feeding them the ball. Yep. So that's one of those things you just have to kind of. I would personally, if Foreman is out there and you're a Miller owner, if you got availability, pick him up. Just in case. It's kind of almost like a DeMarco Murray, Henry type situation.
Would you rather have Foreman or Chris Thompson right now?
Chris Thompson. Yeah. And the only reason being because of the situation with Kelly and just the high ceiling that Thompson has. This is no fluke what he did.
He did it last year too.
Exactly.
Not every single game, but he's always involved.
Yes.
Always involved.
So definitely, yeah, Chris Thompson he's that guy. I'm gonna tell you somebody, man, that I was looking at really was intrigued by, and this is somebody that if he's out there on waivers, that's J.J. Nelson.
We talked up J.J. Nelson on Twitter a lot this week.
Yes.
We keep track of all of the suggestions and advice that we give.
Yeah.
Got a little piece of paper, write it all down. We track the points on it just to see how we're doing. I think J.J. Nelson was probably one of the most asked about people this week.
Right.
Him and Chris Hogan.
Yeah.
And we threw J.J. out there. We said, hey, this is going to be a good week for J.J. And he came through.
And I'm gonna do the toot toot.
Well, I don't have that
weird
of a horn on there. But that's okay.
But anyway, since you brought it up, our percentage is around what now?
For week 2, we went through all of the advice we gave out. 67% correct.
Man, that's darn good.
I mean, for all the things that are going on,
yeah,
67% is pretty good. It's an upgrade from last week.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to be like that the further the season goes on. Once you get to know teams' tendencies and
how
they play and where they struggle, we'll be able to dial this in. But 67% correct for week 2, I'll take it.
I'll take it all day long. And and again, like I said, we talked about JJ, and with that offense, it's very intriguing. Fitz had kind of a subpar game yesterday.
We missed it on Fitz.
Yeah,
I missed it on Fitz.
But that's okay. Fitz
against the Colts looked like a slam dunk.
Absolutely.
On paper, it looked like a slam dunk. This is a guaranteed must-start wide receiver. And a lot of people had him that way.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just us.
No.
Tons of people. I think he was ranked inside a lot of people's top 10
Yeah.
as a receiver for the week, and he came out and just laid an egg.
It's hard to find any experts out there that did not choose Fitz for this week as a must-start.
And I think it more goes back to Carson Palmer than Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah.
This falls on Palmer.
Yeah.
All the hype of Palmer having a glorious possible last season is gone. It's out the door.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the David Johnson injury took a lot of wind out of a lot of people's sails.
Yeah. And then the replacements didn't quite pan out.
No. We knew Kerwin Williams wasn't going to be anything.
No, he's not the answer.
He's not the answer. Chris Johnson came in. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
He's not going to be an RB1 by any means either.
No.
He was cut for a reason.
Yeah.
Nothing against CJ2K.
Yeah.
But he ain't CJ2K no more. He's more like CJ750.
Yeah.
CJ500.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range. He's not the same guy anymore. He'll be okay. I mean, I put something out there on Twitter earlier in the week. Let's send AP. Let's send Peterson to Arizona.
Perfect.
Let's give him a chance.
Yeah.
He thinks he's still got something left in the tank. The Cardinals got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
I mean, give him a late round pick.
Yeah.
Get Peterson. Give him a shot.
5th, 7th round.
He's got to be better than Kerwin Williams.
Well, and again, and this has been a hot topic in a debate. And of course, how I feel about AD, man. I mean, I love the guy, man. I think he's an exceptional talent. Top 5 running back of all time, in my opinion. But he's a volume runner, and I don't know the logistics and what all was involved in, when he was coming to New Orleans, whether if Sean told him, hey, you're going to get these amount of snaps or whatever. I don't know that. What I can tell you is just from watching him in time past, he's got to get the ball and he's got to continue to get it. He's got to develop that rhythm. And if he doesn't do it, this is the result you're going to get. And I think in Arizona, he'll be able to get that.
And I mean, we're just making these rumors up.
Oh, yeah.
There's no talks of this going on.
No.
This is just speculation. Hey, that would be a good fit.
But if it happens.
Boom. But no, getting back to J.J. Nelson, had a great week. He's going to continue to have a great week as long as John Brown is injured.
Yeah.
John Brown can't stay healthy. If he does come back, J.J. takes a little bit of that hit.
Yeah.
But as long as John Brown is out, J.J. Nelson, depending on the matchup, is a good start.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to bring up one player that's on a team that don't nobody want a piece of.
Right.
Don't nobody want a piece of this whole team.
Yeah.
And that's Jermaine Kearse of the New York Football Jets.
Yes, sir.
They're ugly.
Right.
They're not very good. Bilal Powell, the one guy that everybody said that they would own, has laid an egg at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Jermaine Kearse gets a lot of that garbage time work, though.
Man.
And if you're going to own a receiver, at first we thought it was going to be Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
But Jermaine Kearse looks like he's taken over that top spot. And with them trailing in almost every game, he could get a lot of those garbage time points for you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yesterday, 64 yards, but he had 2 scores, man. And McCown seems like he locked in on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know it's been talks and rumors of ASJ coming back. And that's somebody just kind of keep your eyes open about. I'm not going out here and saying, hey, grab Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
Please don't.
Right. But in the same token, it's just another target that will be coming in. But as it stands as of today, Jermaine Kearse is the man to own in that offense. Mm-hmm. He's going to, like I said, McCown's going to continue to look for him, I think.
Yeah, if you're going to own somebody, that's who you go after. Old man Forte looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
If you got Forte, try to sell now.
Yes.
Because that's not going to, I mean, same thing happens every year. Mm-hmm. Comes out decent the first few weeks.
Yeah.
Totally falls off. If you got him, sell him for something.
Yeah.
Whatever you can get.
Yeah.
Whatever you can get.
Yeah.
One person, though, that was on the love list to begin the season, fell off the list when his quarterback went out.
Yeah.
Jack motherfucking Doyle.
Jack Doyle?
I mean, Luck is still not back. Doyle is not what we thought he would be.
Yeah.
But with the injuries to Greg Olsen, Gronk with the groin, Jordan Reed's continuous injury cycle.
Man.
I mean, there's people falling left and right at tight end.
Yeah.
If you need a tight end, Jacoby Brissett seems to love Jack Doyle. Loving him some Jack Doyle.
Yeah. He's again, a lot of these rookie quarterbacks or rookies, so to speak, in a new system, they're gonna look for basically your tight ends or receivers that kind of hover around that 10-yard line, somewhere in there, because it's safer to throw short dump off passes than to try to go downfield. And Jack Doyle, man, it looks like it is Jacoby's favorite receiver right now.
If it is his favorite receiver, you can get something out of Jack Doyle until Luck comes back.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Jack Doyle starts entering back into that top 10, 12 tight end talk again that he was preseason.
Yes, indeed.
So this Brissett locking in on him kind of helps him out. And for all the tight ends that are going down, if you need somebody, he gives a good stopgap.
Oh, yeah.
With the potential of even getting better.
Yeah.
Same with Dwayne Allen.
Man.
We can talk about Dwayne Allen for a second, just because of the whole Gronk injury. We don't know how long it's going to be. But Dwayne Allen hasn't been involved for 2 weeks.
No.
But with all these weapons going down, Dwayne Allen may be involved.
He may. I mean, it's and again, it just depends on, what comes out with Gronk within the next day or so. If it is an extensive injury, something that's going to plague him, or if they say he's going to play, well, those of you that have groins know.
Doesn't everybody have a groin?
Well,
I think everybody says groin.
But
no,
certain things that are connected to
everybody's got a groin muscle.
Well, but I'm thinking of certain.
Sure I checked. Everybody's got one.
What, did you check? Wait a minute. No.
If you're a human, you got one.
But it's one of those soft tissue injuries that
I didn't feel it. I don't know if it's hard or soft. I knew that everybody got it. Now you're getting too much information.
Yeah. Whew. This show kind of went.
I don't care if it's hard or soft. Everybody's got one.
Right. Oh, we're going to get focused here.
Focus.
But, I think he's going to be involved. I don't really want to say heavily, but, I mean, if you go back to it, they've always involved, 2 tight ends. Not all the time, but even last year with Bennett. Previous years with Hernandez. So Dwayne Allen, they brought him in for a reason. I don't know whether if it was because they, just wanted to have like some type of handcuff for Grunt due to his injuries. But okay, it's week 2 and he's already had one. When it first went down, I was like, oh man, that's the back. You know what I'm saying? And I think probably everybody in America said the same thing. So if you're a Grunk owner, you might want to consider getting Dwayne Allen just to have him just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Him, I mean, I'd still put Jack Doyle a hair above him just because we've seen Jack Doyle produce before Bennett in that offense. But yeah, I mean, he's somebody that's going to start. He deserves a little bit of attention. Yeah. But I think he only deserves the attention right now because of all the injuries. He didn't do anything to earn it beforehand.
No.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather take the guy that is at least shown that he's involved.
And being in that high-powered offense, it's always good to have a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I'm gonna tell you somebody, man, real quickly that I've been thinking about talking about is Brandon Coleman. He's a guy that you might want to keep an eye out on. I know Will Snead to be back in a week or so, but I don't know. I've seen even when in OTAs, he's been one of Breeze's favorite targets. Even if Willie comes back, he may have to work himself back up into the rotation as far as getting the targets like he had been. He's seen, I forget what the percentage is, but his percentage of snaps that he played was right in line with Michael Thomas. So I know he's been targeted more than even Ted Ginn, who everybody thought was going to be the second receiver. So just keep your eyes on Brandon Coleman. I mean, he had 4 receptions, 82 yards, and a score this past game. And like I said, Breeze is going to need some help.
Yeah. I mean, that whole Saints offense, it just feels weird. It doesn't seem like it's flowing at all, like it normally does every single year. They're kind of like New England. No matter who the pieces are, Breeze figures out a way to make them produce. This year, I don't know if it's the Adrian Peterson factor, where everybody's expecting them to run more, and they're trying to keep on passing, but they don't have the passing weapons. I don't know. It's just
But then, and you got it is. I mean, I never looked at it like that. They are very similar to the Patriots with all those backs. I mean, look at Kamara. I mean, man. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, he looks good. And if they're going to struggle on the outside with weapons, Kamara's just going to keep getting more and more looks.
Yeah.
Kamara's somebody else you need to keep an eye on. We didn't put him on the list. He's a little bit more owned in a lot of leagues than not. But if he's out there, give him a look because it doesn't seem to matter if Ingram or Peterson in the game. Kamara's going to be either equal or out-snap them.
Yep.
And that goes along with what Peyton has always done.
Yeah.
Go back to the Darren Sproles days in
Reggie Bush.
They all produced for that position.
Yeah.
He likes to throw. He likes to have that one pass catching back, and that happens to be Kamara now.
Yeah.
Another guy, I just mentioned his name. He's owned a lot.
All right.
I think he's like high 80s, low 90s.
Yeah.
But Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
If he isn't owned in your league, go grab Darren Sproles, and I would. I don't know if I want to be this bold. I would almost take him over anybody else on this list. Right now. For the simple fact that, I mean, LeGarrette Blount didn't even hardly play this week. Blount pretty much just sat on the bench and chilled with the Gatorade guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do nothing. Sproles started the game at running back.
Yeah.
Led the team in touches from running back. He's still going to be a pass catcher. He's the only guy there that is 100% familiar with that offense.
Yeah.
He's going to be used.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I can't really see you can say he's the starter in Philadelphia.
Right.
Because even if he is, he's not going to ever be a 20-carry back. He's going to get you 10 to 12 carries, 4 to 6 receptions.
Yeah.
But if you got guys that are getting hurt or that are dropping or that you need, another guy to play for a couple weeks till somebody comes back, go pick up Darren Sproles. Give the guy some love. Just because he's 5'4".
Yeah.
I mean, we started Tariq Cohen this week. Why not start Darren Sproles?
Why not?
I mean, Sproles is the the veteran.
Yeah.
Sproles has been in TV commercials. I ain't seen no Tariq Cohen commercials.
Not yet. They're coming.
They're coming, maybe.
They're coming now.
They're coming. A lot of people listened to the Tariq Cohen advice last week.
Yes.
A lot of people went out and blew their entire fab budget on Tariq Cohen.
Quite a bit.
He looked okay. I think it helped that Howard didn't really play.
Yeah.
It helped. I mean, that fumble with Cohen, it's not going to affect his playing time.
No.
I didn't really like to see it, though, because in his first full start, where everybody expected something from him, he fumbled in that game. Right. And that can't continue. That continues. His stock's going to start dropping because they won't play him if he can't hold on to the ball.
Yeah. Well, and again, like I said, you just got to give him a chance. It would have been a different situation if it was multiples in that game, but the one look at Kareem Hunt, the week before, same thing. His first play, if I'm not mistaken, he fumbled, but then he came back and went bananas. So no, I love Tariq Cohen, especially this week coming up, because right now the talk is that Howard is plagued with a little injury, shoulder, I think, and if that progresses later in the week, man, he's going to get a huge workload. And the good thing about it is he's not a north-south runner. So, they're going to use – his volume is going to increase, but it's going to be in situations where he's going to receive a lot of passes. They might run him little out passes here and there, whatever. But, man, he's going to be used heavily. So
yep, absolutely. Like yeah. He's if he's not owned, which I'm sure he is.
Now. Yeah.
But he's another one. Buck Allen. A lot of people didn't listen to Buck Allen.
No.
Buck Allen came out and did exactly what we said he was going to do.
Yeah.
We called him Uncle Buck last week.
Hey.
He called my cell phone during the show.
He did.
And he showed out.
Hey, Uncle Buck did his thing, man.
Uncle Buck did his thing from the running back position and the pass catching position.
I know we both talked to several people online about him and stuff, so I'm pretty sure they're happy this week that they started him.
Yeah,
Uncle Buck looks good, and he's going to continue to do it.
Until Woodhead comes back.
Yeah, but
he may still be involved when Woodhead gets back, but he's not going to be involved as much as he was yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just leery about Woodhead, to be honest with you. I mean, they say he'll be back in a few weeks, but the dude's this is probably like the third straight year that he's had injuries. So who's to say that he's going to come back? So what I'm trying to say is, if he comes back, keep Buck. Don't drop him.
Yeah, wait to see and find out what happens.
Exactly.
Watch a game or two with him.
Yeah.
See what happens.
So
another couple injuries for you guys to monitor this week. Corey Davis tweaked his hamstring again. Same one from preseason. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Corey Coleman broke a hand again. I don't know if it's the same hand as last year or not, but dude's got hand problems. I mean, don't really matter at this point. Something keeps breaking.
Yeah.
We already mentioned Jordan Reed. Jordan Howard. If your first name is Jordan, you're probably hurt.
Yeah.
And just keep an eye on it. Wait for the news to come out before you guys make your roster decisions. Let us know if you got any questions. Hit us up on Twitter. Find us on Facebook. Email us. Check out our website. Our rankings will be up here shortly for week number 3.
Yep.
We're ready to go again for another week. Hit us up. Let us know if you got any questions. And we'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.
Peace. Bye.